Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Nico Gonzalez, who is currently on loan at Valencia, as it have been reported that Barca boss Xavi Hernandez likes the Barcelona a lot and would welcome his return next season. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Ferran Torres, as it has been reported that Atletico Madrid really like the Barca forward, as the player is still reluctant to leave. We are also going to be discussing on that. So, guys, as we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona have several players away on loan this season, but not everyone is guaranteed a future at the club once they come back at the end of the campaign. The likes of Samuel Umtiti, Clement Lenglet, and Alex Collado could all be sold permanently, but two prospects who have chances to carve out a spot in Xavi Hernandez's plans are Ace Abde and Nico Gonzalez. The former is excelling away at Osasuna and is attracting plenty of interest from clubs in England and Spain. A decision on his future will be taken after pre-season, given that the Catalans will need to make some player sales. As for Nico Gonzalez, Sport reports that Xavi really likes Nico Gonzalez and would welcome his return from his loan stints at Valencia. The manager wanted to keep the young midfielder at Barca, but the player requested to leave last summer so that he can play regularly, which was not going to be possible for him at Spotify Camp Nou. Nico's time with Los Che has been a hit and miss thus far, while he has shown signs of promise. A recent toe injury sidelined him for a very lengthy period. The La Masia graduate has returned to full fitness recently, and Barcelona hope that he can get a regular run in the side under Valencia's new manager. The Catalans are watching him closely at the Mestalla as they look to see whether Nico is ready to make the leap to becoming a prominent member of the team next season. However, what the midfielder himself wants will have to say on his future, given that the starting positions in the middle of the park at Barcelona are pretty much locked in. Nico could again be left deprived of minutes, which might compel him to look elsewhere. For now, the plan is for him to do the pre-season with Barcelona first team, following which both parties will have a discussion and decide the next course of action. Of course, Nico Gonzalez left the club due to the fact that regular game time was not guaranteed, and Xavi likes the player, but just the fact that we have a lot of depth in the midfield department, that is why Nico himself already realized that if I stay at this club for this season, then my career will really go down the drain, because Nico himself knows that there are more talented and skillful players than him in that middle of the park. And Nico Gonzalez, unfortunately, have not had the best of season so far, being on loan at Valencia. I think he started brightly, but unfortunate injury came in and he stole. And of course, he has not been playing ever since then. So definitely, despite all the on and off seasons that he's having currently, it has been reported recently that Xavi still wants him when his loan stint at Valencia comes to an end. Of course, this will come as good news for the player and his camp, who really wants to succeed at Barca. We quite remember Nico Gonzalez was a La Masia player, and through former boss Ronald Koeman, he was the one who brought Nico, and of course players like Pablo Gavi from the La Masia to play for the first team. So from there their career started getting bright, especially for Pablo Gavi, who has made a name for himself in the world of football, as far as even going to take the best young player of the world, the Golden Boy Award, the Copa Trophy, which is very, very wonderful. Nico Gonzalez, of course, is still a player that Xavi likes, according to new reports, and despite him not having a very good season, might return to the Camp Nou next season. But reports are saying that it might still be a very rough time for him, because still yet we all know that we have a very competitive and talented midfield department, and to break through and be a starting player is never easy at the current midfielders that we have. And definitely Nico surely should know that better than anyone. So it's, as it stands right now, it won't be surprising if Nico comes and requests even for a permanent sale, or unless Javi really has a plan, because this one that they are saying Javi really likes the player, which means that maybe, just maybe, Nico might not be deprived of minutes like we expected. Of course, Javi himself will request to the team that they should bring Nico Gonzalez. ASAP is another player which I think have been doing really good work, at Osasuna on loan. I think that's the only player that most Barca fans will tell you that they really want him to come to the Camp Nou back next season. Of course, even though we have talented wingers, Rafinha, we have Dembele, who are there and could bring in strong competition, but nonetheless, they can still fight for a place. Then on to the next story of discussion. According to Sport, Barcelona forward Ferran Torres has emerged as a transfer target for La Liga rivals Atletico Madrid ahead of the summer transfer window. Signed from Manchester City back in January last year for an initial fee of 55 million euros, the 23-year-old has largely underwhelmed this season, producing a paltry return of just 5 goals from 32 matches in all competitions. Torres, as a result of his ineffective displays, is behind Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Ousmane Dembele in the pecking order of things at Spotify Camp Nou. And with the Blaugrana needing to raise capital by selling players in the summer, Torres is one among players who might have a high chance of leaving. Amidst this, Atletico Madrid are reportedly showing a strong interest in the former Manchester City ace. Los Rojiblancos already raided Barca for Memphis Depay during the winter transfer window and have now set their sights on Torres as well. However, as per the report, the Spanish international is reluctant to leave the club in the summer. The 23-year-old has admitted in the recent past that he was going through a difficult phase, but is completely focused on succeeding at Barcelona. Going by his words, he said, "I want to succeed at Barca. I see myself here for many years," he had said. So Atletico Madrid might not be successful in their bid to sign Torres in the summer. However, the 23-year-old is not the only Barca forward on the Colchoneros' radars, with Diego Simeone's side also reportedly tracking ASAP Day, who is currently away on loan at CA Osasuna. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.